So there's a reason why Johnny Depp looks so hurt, and why he, if you've noticed throughout the case, when it's a witness that he knows is just going to say pure lies, spell lies, he doesn't even pay attention, and he typically looks down and puts on his glasses. However, with Whitney Heard's testimony, it seemed that he looked up to see if she would say the truth, or if she had the gall, maybe, to look at him in the face while she spouted her lies, and maybe give her an opportunity. I don't know why he would think that, because she previously testified in the UK libel trial with this same lies. Um, but I followed this case closely, both previously and since the supposed allegations in 2016. And when I heard Whitney's ridiculous testimony, it brought back the memory of a letter that I read. The letter that I read, I believe, was written from Jennifer Howell to Whitney Heard. They call her Wiki Enriquez now, but that was her name. And she was her previous employer, her boss. And she had testified to a document that I have obtained. I'm going to go ahead and read from that testimony to all you guys. And here you can see this is from the Circuit Court of Fairfax County, Declaration of Jennifer Howell. I, Jennifer Howell, declare as follows. Whitney Enriquez, whose maiden name was Whitney Heard, is my dear friend. She has told me I am her chosen sister. I call her my chosen sister. Whitney worked for a nonprofit that I founded 22 years ago that we called the Art of Elysium. We take artists and help them be of service to communities, etc. I have learned that Whitney testified in court July 23rd in London about a violent incident in March 2015 on the stairs of Johnny Depp's penthouse. She testified that Johnny supposedly hit Amber and Whitney on the stairs of Johnny's downtown penthouse. Then Whitney said she had to go live with her employer, where she had to sleep on the floor. I was that employer. This is not what I was told to be true. First, Whitney used to live in the guest room. So first, she didn't go and sleep on any floor, because after she was done freeloading from Johnny, she went to live somewhere else, and she wasn't on the floor. And if she had been, that's what she would deserve for being such a liar. So she was sleeping in her apartment on Wilshire Boulevard, not on any floor, but in her guest room. Second, when she arrived, she was a mess. Whitney told Jennifer Howell that she had tried to stop her sister Amber from hitting and attacking Johnny on the stairs. Whitney said when she tried to intervene to stop Amber from going after Johnny, Amber nearly pushed Whitney down the stairs. She told me she was worried Amber was going to kill Johnny. She told me she had endured this kind of abuse her entire life from her father and then from Amber, who, she said, was extremely violent. She lived with me because she did not feel she could go back to live at the Eastern Columbia building. My father reminded me this morning that I told him that Whitney had moved in with me because she was terrified of her sister. When he was living with me, she told me Johnny kept checking in to see how she was doing, and that he called her sis and she called him brother, which is why you could tell that poor Johnny believed he had a relationship with these freeloaders. He developed a genuine love for them, and they are simply freeloading narcissists who never cared anything about him but only used him for his money. Whitney said to me on multiple occasions that she did not know why she was staying in the relationship, nor why he was putting up with Amber's abuse. Whitney shared with me the damage endured by both her and Amber as children, and the injuries she had suffered from Amber both psychologically and physically. Whitney was devastated during this time, and my heart broke for her. When Whitney came back from New York, I believe it was for the Adderall Diaries premiere, she shared with me and everyone in the office that Amber freaked out and attacked Whitney and threw a wineglass full of red wine at her in the elevator. While Amber and Johnny were in Australia, Whitney was in the office sitting in the black and white chairs near the kitchen and loudly proclaimed, "Oh my God, she has done it now. She has cut off his fucking finger." I remember reading this so many years ago, and this is when I knew what Amber was. I knew Paige heard Amber Whitney's mother. Paige shared with me while I was visiting Whitney that Elon Musk had gifted a Tesla or multiple Teslas but not sure if it was one or more, but Amber found out that they were bugged. Paige told me that Amber and Elon was controlling. No, that Amber said Elon was controlling, abusive, and that she was in a legal battle with him over the rights to embryos that they had created together. So it is his baby. He wanted to destroy them, and Amber tried to keep them to have a baby. Paige told me that Johnny was either an angel or a saint compared to Elon, and she wished that Amber and Johnny would reconcile. And look at what she's doing to him now. Paige also told me that the reason Johnny and Amber broke up was because Amber was violent and emotional and loved Johnny so much that she could not control it. Wow. I was indeed taken aback because this conversation occurred after the divorce and when Hunter was only a few months old and I was at Whitney's house. Whitney told me that Amber and Johnny were still in touch and that they were each other's true loves or something to that sentiment. Whitney was still going through the emotions of having had a baby and all of these ups and downs, and I could not believe that Amber and Johnny's relationship was being discussed while Whitney was the one who needed to be the focal point and needed our support. When Amber got into legal trouble regarding smuggling the dogs, she asked me to write her a character reference about her charity work, and I did so. We had given her a humanitarian award. She volunteered with the charity and attended events. I'm still grateful for that. I know nothing about her personal life behind closed doors until I became close with Whitney. When Amber was in trouble with the Australian authorities, she asked me to write a character letter, which I did, and I wrote on behalf of Amber for her volunteering with the charity. Wow. Later, when Amber and Johnny were divorcing, 17 million of the proceeds was supposed to go to charity. I learned that none of it would be directed to the Art of Elysium, which Amber had been closely associated with for years. Later, I understand that it would go to the ACLU and the LA Children's Hospital. I asked Amber's publicist why, when she and Amber had been so eager to use her name in the press during the divorce, and when she finds word to match to a small organization like ours, Amber would direct all of the money to these other two huge charities. So she had not been associated with. Amber's publicist says that they were more charity with more significant press reach, and they could get international press. And then months later, $250,000 donation came into our organization on behalf of Amber Heard. The funds did not come from Amber. I believe the donation came from Elon. So the bitch stole the money from charity to give it to a big one. Years later, I received 2 subpoenas from Johnny's attorney after Whitney testified about sleeping on my floor following the stairs incident. The following day, I spoke with Johnny's attorney, Adam Wallman, for the first time. I told him the stories of my experiences with Whitney, Paige, and Amber, and he asked me to give this declaration. I shared the names of the Art of Elysium staff that worked during the same time as Whitney, who also heard these things and willingly gave statements, access to my emails, texts to confirm dates and the timeline of all stated. She declares this under penalty of perjury. So, there you have it, people. That is the truth of what happened on the stairs, and hopefully this is what the court is going to use to destroy Whitney's credibility, quote unquote, if she ever had any, because wow, what a disgusting person she is, knowing everything she went through, knowing all of Amber's abuse. And I don't care about her excuse of growing up abused. I did too, and I would never do this to Johnny. I would never do this to anybody. Not for my sister, not for anyone. Your integrity is the last thing you have. And they have none of it. No honesty either, and all of them should be in jail. For being liars, for being users, for being abusers, for being just disgusting people. Well, I'm glad to bring you the truth of the matter. See you in the next one.